it's Elle here from Beyond Expectations. In this video, I'll be answering one of your questions in regards to exercise, and specifically exercise when you are above, let's say, 20, 30 and beyond. I'll read out the question and I'll give you my answer, and it goes like this. What about if wrists can't take the tricep dips and knees hurt too much when doing lunges? I'm almost 56 years young, but body isn't cooperating like it used to. Thank you so much, Laura, for your fantastic question. I think this is a very valid question, and something that I think once we approach an older age bracket, we all begin to wonder. Now, your question is, what do you do if your triceps, your wrists can't handle the tricep dips and your knees can't handle the lunges? Fantastic question. I'm going to give you the short answer. I'm also going to give you something that I don't think people realize, and also I'm going to give you a way forward, which is ultimately what you want. Now, the short answer for you, Laura. What do you do if your knees and wrists just can't take those particular exercises? I'm going to be completely and 100% honest with you. I think a lot of people in the fitness community may be mad at me, particularly the young ones who don't quite get it yet. I mean, for me personally, I'm 40, I'm not 56, but I know that after having 2 children very close, I have a lot of problems with my back and also my knee, and my body is just not what it was when I was in my 20s or even in my 30s, early 30s. So what do you do? I'm going to tell you. Unfortunately, you cannot do those exercises. You just can't. I know that's not what you want to hear. A lot of tricep action do require the wrist. So the only way that you could do triceps is perhaps kickbacks, but anything that requires body weight, you have to use your wrists. And unless you can get some 20-year-old wrists on your body, that's going to be very difficult for you to do. I know a lot of people like those toned arms, particularly at the back of the arms. They like to call them bat wings, if you will. But unfortunately, with the wrists that you have, being 56, that's not going to be possible. But there still is a solution, and we'll get to that. Also with your knees. Now that's a tricky one. You do need your knees for a lot of leg workouts. Okay, so lunges, you probably want to steer clear of lunges. Squats, again, you do need your knees, but you're using 2 at a time and you're not isolating the knees. So you're gonna have to be very, very careful with leg exercises, and you may have to avoid them completely. Now, this is something that people don't realize, and I think they forget. They think that they're above the norm. Pro athletes who get paid millions of dollars, have the best coaches, podiatrists, physiotherapists, you name it, it's on their payroll, have to retire generally between the ages of 30 to 40. Very, very few athletes go above the age of 40, and you don't often see athletes in the ages of 50 to 60, unless of course they're golfers, which is a low impact sport, or anything that doesn't require a lot of impact on the body. But if we're looking at soccer, football, basketball, anything where there's a lot of impact on the wrists, on the joints, on the elbows, on the knees, they generally retire early because their body ages, and the cartilage between the joints, which cannot be replaced. When you're 56, you cannot regrow cartilage. That's where you see new knees, new hips, new shoulders, is because it's gone. You get a lot of problems with arthritis in that age bracket. And you know, I think a lot of regular people forget this, and they think that they can outwork it, and somehow they're able to do it too. I don't know, maybe it's perpetuated in the fitness community. Yeah, you can do it at any age. Yes and no. It depends on your body, depends what you've been through, depends on what type of work you did. I mean, there's lots of elderly people who lift weights and do great, but there's also a lot of elderly people who can't do it too. So you just have to figure out what age bracket you fit into and whether or not you're capable. It's better off seeing your general practitioner or your doctor just to confirm that. Now, a solution. It all sounds doom and gloom. What are you going to do? You can't do the exercises you want to do. The exercises that you're able to do are very limited, so that's it, you're doomed and you just have to live the rest of your life as a potato. No, that's not true. The most important thing, and I think probably the thing that's the least glamorous, is what you put into your mouth. It's very important that you stick to eating whole foods, because you can't out exercise poor nutrition. I know the fitness community and the weight loss community in general goes, hey, guess what? If you eat all our sugary drinks and eat all the donuts and chocolates and cookies and cakes and then exercise, you will be fine. But unfortunately, the math doesn't add up. So it's very important that you be mindful of what you eat. You know, John and I are advocates for one day cheat day for longevity. I mean, I made Beyond Expectations in 2010, we're in 2020, and I've maintained my shape and physique from having one day cheat day, but ultimately the other 6 days. Your goal is for the other 6 days, don't have any naughty treats. Keep track of it, write it down, see what you're actually eating. Don't lie to yourself. Do you have that chocolate bar at 3 o'clock? Do you have that piece of cake after work? Do you have that ice cream when you put petrol in the car? Do you have that packet of chips and some candies when you've taken the kids to sport? Whatever it is, you need to know so that you can be aware and make those changes. Watch what you put into your mouth. Have whole foods, fresh food that comes out of the ground. Steer clear of things that come out of a packet because they are nasty. If it comes in a box, it's probably bad for you. Stick to whole foods and ultimately you'll be able to reshape, transform your body and keep it for the long term. For me personally, as long as I can chew, I can maintain my physique. There's been many times where I haven't exercised throughout the 10 years of making Beyond Expectations. I have 2 young daughters, I have a husband who's chronically ill, I have work commitments, I have family commitments, I have life commitments, I have YouTube commitments, and I have just commitments in my community in general, as a human being, as a friend. And you know what? If it wasn't for my nutrition, I would not be able to keep my shape and physique. So keep that in mind, Laura. I hope this helps you. I hope this gives you a way forward. Don't focus on what you can't do. That's what I would suggest to you. After I had baby Kamika and I wanted to compete on the World Championships in New York City, I didn't focus on what I couldn't do, but rather what I could do. And I think that's what you need to do also. Focus on what you can do. I'm sure there are a lot of things that you can physically do. I'm sure you could probably do a walk maybe. If that's not possible, I'm pretty sure you could cut out some goodies in your diet. There are things that you are able to do and you should focus on those first. I think too much we think, oh, I don't know what to do and I can't do all these things, so I'm doomed. No. Make small changes. Focus on what you can do today to make your life better. Focus on what you can do tomorrow to make your life better. And slowly and surely you'll get there. Consistency is the key. Thanks for watching, Laura. Please head on over to elle.com and grab yourself a free copy of 7 Rules from Beyond Expectations if you haven't already. John and I love you to watch our videos. We love your encouraging comments, big thumbs up, words of support, subscribing, all that good stuff. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Everything in life is going to take a little piece of you. I just have to roll with the punches and sort of go with it and go, okay, tomorrow's a new day. Next year in May 2011, I will be competing in the international sports modelling physique competition. And it'll be roughly 9 to 10 months after my 2nd baby. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a nanny to take care of my children, a chef to prepare my meals, someone to do my washing, any of those things. I don't have a personal trainer, I don't have a nutritionist, I don't even have gym membership.
I don't want to do this anymore, I just want to rest and have a sleep. I just feel like it's all a bit much. I want to inspire other women who are just like me and see these Hollywood A-listers have babies and transform back into these beautiful women, and you think, how am I supposed to do that? And the reality is, I'm no one special. I don't have magic powers. I don't have this huge determination and will. It's all getting a bit too much now. Just me. And I'll just have to go out there and be the best me I can be. And hope that it'll be good enough.
Our next competitor, all the way from Sydney, Australia, please welcome mother of 2, Elle.